Millwall are doing well on the pitch and they could get promoted this season, and it could be automatically, although that looks like it won't happen. They're definitely going to be in the playoffs. However, off the pitch, we have news. Millwall considered legal action over badge on KKK image from a BBC News article online. Millwall are considering taking legal action after Westminster City Council used the Championship club's badge on an illustration of a Ku Klux Klan member. The image appeared in a children's anti-racism booklet distributed in primary schools in the local area about the life of former footballer Paul Canoville, who was the first black player to play for Chelsea. It shows a cartoon figure wearing a white hood and robes, which is typically associated with the white supremacist group, with the outfit also bearing Millwall's crest. The figure is imposed next to a photograph of Canoville, with a speech bubble coming from the ex-player that reads, "Racism never went away. I was badly abused in a reserve match at Millwall, but then I could show the racists my 1984 Second Division Champions Medal." On Thursday, Westminster City Council apologized to the club for the improper use of their logo and for any offence caused. "We accept the use of this image was an insensitive way to illustrate the historic problem of racism within football. The booklet has been removed from circulation and we are reviewing processes to ensure this doesn't happen again." In a message on X via the official supporters club, Millwall said the serious misuse of a registered club badge created a false and damaging image of the club. Millwall said the council confirmed any remaining copies of the booklet they have will be destroyed and no more copies will be made and distributed. The club is still considering its legal position on the matter and are unable to comment further. The Paul Canoville Foundation said it was aware of the image, which was widely shared on social media, but stressed they had no involvement in the material's content, saying it was not produced by, commissioned by, or approved by the foundation or Canoville. Our involvement in the associated program was limited solely to Paul's personal appearance, meeting students and sharing his lived experience, the foundation's chief executive officer, Raphael Frascogna, said in a statement. At no stage were we shown, consulted on, or asked to approve the content of the booklet, including any illustrations within it. You can read the rest of the article online, but it is very concerning how that would have been allowed to happen, because I'm sure it would have gone through many different processes, editing and other things that they do before it gets to children in school, or before even it gets published and made into a booklet, never mind before it goes to school. And maybe even some of the students in the schools, maybe they themselves might be Millwall supporters. Maybe they go to Millwall games with their parents or family members, and they're good people, and they maybe will think, why are they, or the parents will probably think, why are we potentially made to look like a certain way when we're just ordinary people who support Millwall, who support the club, the players, who would potentially go into games for decades, and because of a certain reputation of a few fans, maybe historically, and maybe a few fans today, why should the whole club and their fan base be painted in this way? I'm sure if it was a Premier League club, it would have been more covered in the news and stuff, and maybe it would have been highlighted more, but things like this need to be made sure it doesn't happen again. And hopefully Millwall, regardless of if they get into the Premier League or not, they make sure that they get some sort of compensation or whatever else for the damage that this has potentially caused to their brand, and particularly to the new generation and their families, seeing as this was material that was used in schools.